What's up, nerds? Welcome to a very special Nintendo Pow Block. The March 8th Direct just happened. This is a full-on react slash probably going to be the podcast for Friday as well. I'm your host, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, that retro code, Edward Varnell.
Hey, everybody.
And special guest, El Capitan himself, back.
What's up, guys? Rise above.
Rey Osorio.
Hi, Papa Ray.
Ray.
What's going on, Ed?
I'm very glad you're here. Ray.
I had to do that to you yesterday, so...
I know. They made me put the red hat on. I was very upset. Ray, why don't you remind everybody what you're doing these days before we get started?
Nerd Overdrive, Phoenix Overdrive's official gaming podcast. We're still doing that when we're not all busy and stuff like that.
When Lee comes down from his ivory tower to reward the peasants.
It's even more than just the ivory tower thing. It's just really a lot of just life stuff's been happening. We're revamping a lot of stuff for Phoenix Overdrive. Quick question, not trying to break the immersion and stuff like that, but is Corey kind of broken for you too, Ed?
No.
Broken?
Yeah, like you're not moving on my screen at all.
Oh.
You're moving on mine. He's moving on mine.
I don't know, maybe my internet's deciding to be like, hey, I want to die.
How about now?
There you go.
Now? Okay, I just reset my camera. So, all right, well, that was interesting for the audio listeners. Anyways, continue.
Okay.
Continue, Ray.
Okay, and then for those of you guys that aren't aware, Phoenix Overdrive is we are a charitable organization that focuses on Extra Life, which is a 24-hour gaming marathon that we do for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. We support our local hospital out of Utica, New York. Yeah, Corey's actually wearing that actually made me smile, Corey, when I saw the shirt.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, Corey's wearing the shirt.
Dude, I wear it all the time.
And so we do that for Children's Miracle Network and to help the sick kids. I was a sick kid, so that's the reason why I champion and do it so much. And I do that, every year. This is my 9th year doing it here in the area, that kind of thing. So it's hardcore. So yeah, stay tuned to some of that. You can find us at facebook.com/Phoenix Overdrive. And find out more information for that and look for the Phoenix Overdrive Nation group on Facebook. We have a lot of stuff, like our website is finally coming together and some other things that are coming, so stay tuned for that. But in addition to that
website
Corey,
Lee's been working on for like 2 years.
It's been 3 years now, but yeah. But in addition to that, I started last year we're doing a podcast. Originally it was called Geek Pulse Gaming. Now it's called Gaming with Geeks for geeksandgamers.com. So I recently started that. Corey actually got to be a guest on the show, so stay tuned for that. I'm sure Corey will probably post it somewhere, maybe.
Like, subscribe, with you guys. Share.
Yeah, definitely. He made a new friend.
I did. Aaron, he's
you're trying to take my friend. You're trying to take my friends from me. I see Corey already.
I know. I'm sorry.
Or they're trying to take my friends from me on the other side. Aaron's trying to take you away.
I know.
He did make Corey wear the red hat though, Ed.
He did.
He had Corey wear the red hat and he posted it and said he looked like this.
Yeah. He added me to the sports group and like he's like, be nice to him. He's a Cavs fan. And I was like, dude, behind every Cavs fan, there's a weeping Browns fan.
Wow.
Yeah, no. And so, yeah, check that out at geeksandgamers.com. You can find us on iTunes and Podbean as Gaming with Geeks. And also youtube.com/C/gaming Geeks and Gamers is what it is. And they also have a Patreon, too. Patreon.com/Geeks and Gamers.
Yeah.
But we talk everything gaming. Though mostly it's Aaron hating on PC and us gushing about our love for the Switch.
Yeah, it's because the Switch
is why we're here.
Awesome.
Which is why we're here tonight. So
yeah, we tried to have Aaron on, but he was busy too. So he'll have to come on the next time around. So, but yeah, go like Ray's stuff. I love Ray to death. He's been too nice to me for the last 3 years at this point now.
It's been a while, Corey.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but no, Corey's an awesome dude. I love Corey. I love Ed. I don't know Ed. I haven't known Ed as long as I've known Corey, but yeah, but we'll get there, and it's all in good fun. And when I try to make it back, and then I know for the longest time there were scheduling issues and stuff like that, and my health hasn't been that great or whatever. So it's been kind of a tough go, but
It's all right.
I was like, Corey, we're doing a show. Our other host can't make it. You want in? And Corey's like, yeah, I'll be there. I was like, cool.
Yeah. So, anyways, go check out Ray and everybody else over there. I know there's a bunch of people over there working on a bunch of stuff, and it's kind of a more put together version of us, but like way more put together and like way more professional and everything. But yeah, anyways, go check all their stuff out. It's really great. And we are actually going to skip the what we've been playing because this direct was so big and so full of stuff that we're just gonna skip it. Is that all right with you, Ed? Are you reviewing the notes? I just see your smile getting bigger and bigger.
I cannot wait to have this. I cannot wait to have this discussion because I'm super smiling. Just this direct was just perfect, and I love pretty much everything that is announced. Super excited to talk to you guys about it. Get your reactions. I'm a big.
It wasn't perfect, but it was good. It was solid.
It was solid for a March direct, though.
For me, as a big Nintendo fan, as a Nintendo nerd, this was perfect.
Yeah, last night on the mini block, Ed was like, "I'm not going to get my hopes up. I don't think it's going to be too exciting." And I'm like, "You're gonna."
Well, that's because the last couple, the last one was cardboard and markers. Like, for God's sake, like. Come on now.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Labo announcement, but the January one was pretty full of stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're gonna start. We're just gonna go in order of the video. So if you're listening to us, you can watch the video and kind of pause it with us, or just listen or watch us talk about it and go crazy about all this stuff. We're gonna start with the 3DS stuff that they announced. The first game that was shown was WarioWare Gold. It's the biggest entry in the series with over 300 mini games. Looks really, really cool, but again, I was like, why not Switch? Why not Switch? Switch is ready for a WarioWare game.
I could. The WarioWare games have been popular on the handheld systems over console.
Switch is a handheld system.
It's a console.
It's a handheld system
with portable ability. you guess it's a console. Sorry.
In the words of Corey, me and you gonna fight, Ed. We gonna fight.
We're gonna fight. They did not feed you cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake.
Cheesecake? Ew, strawberry, gross.
What? Doesn't New York got some good cheesecake?
Yeah, there's Junior's Cheesecake in New York City.
All I know is every time I go to New York, besides the pizza, Sana and I get bagels, and they are just like, there's more cream cheese than bagel. And
there's so much. The bagels, though, the bagels you can get in the city are amazing.
Yeah, they are. They're freaking amazing. But
anywho,
yeah. Anyways,
the WarioWare series has always been popular on the handheld systems, and they make a lot of money. There's more functionality to do on the 3DS at this time than what they could do on Switch, because you will really want to play that game on in dock mode or on on the go on Switch if it ever came to it. But there's just more easy access and gameplay of doing it on 3DS, and it's just like I said, it sells some more.
Yeah,
you can't do some of the touch and stuff, and it wouldn't feel right. Very interactive if you're just doing it with the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Okay, Ed, let me ask you a question, Ed, Corey, not to cut you off. Do either of you guys play games on your phone?
No,
I don't.
Okay, have you ever played a game on your phone?
Oh yeah, I've played games on my phone.
Okay. So how do you normally control a game that has tap features on a phone?
By touch.
I wiggle it.
You touch the screen, right? Is that not what you can do on the Switch? Yes.
No.
Even though they did confirm today that one of the games on Switch does have touch. We'll get to that later.
And that one makes sense because I just
okay, but I'm just saying it's possible.
Let's just get back to WarioWare. Yes, I want it on Switch, but looking back, like the GameCube one didn't sell great. The only one on home consoles that really sold well was the Wii one, and that's because everything sold on the Wii. That was a mini game collection. So sorry, I heard screaming from the other room, but Sana's talking to her sister and the kids, so I got concerned. Yeah, so WarioWare Gold, It's coming to Switch. 300 mini games coming out in August. I think, at least all the 3DS games that were announced, we're starting to see stuff wind down. Really wind down for 3DS.
And so now I'm thinking, some of that stuff is going to be on Switch. At the time, I'm thinking they're getting ready for another handheld reveal.
I honestly, as much as Nintendo likes their dedicated handheld, I really feel they should just put everything behind the Switch, because it's already doing well. It's not in shaky territory by any means. It's the fastest selling console to date.
Yeah.
Why not?
Mm-hmm. But they keep releasing stuff for the 3DS that makes me want to bust out my 3DS.
That's what I'm saying, though. If they would just be like, okay, this will be the last game that's coming out for 3DS, and then from here forward, everything we announce and everything is going to come to Switch, that would actually entice people to actually finally put away the 3DS and, upgrade to a Switch and get the Switch.
Yeah, but Nintendo still makes a lot of money, like I said, off of 3DS.
It's because there's like 80 million units out there, and that's why.
Right.
It's from a business perspective, it makes sense. So, but I do question like 2 of these other games that are coming to 3DS. Why aren't they on Switch? But the next game that they showed off was Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers, which is like part car combat, like Twisted Metal, and part tower defense. 3D multiplayer game. There's going to be a demo on the eShop on May 10th, and the game comes out on May 24th. Kind of looks like Twisted Metal mixed with tower defense, but like cartoony. So
it kind of had, at one point, it kind of had a Sonic R kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Like or 3D Sonic game. Way
to really put good vibes towards this game, man.
I mean, because the thing about it was like when they was racing and stuff, the part that he jumped up and did like attack, it looked like almost like something that they stole from Sonic, but made it better.
Yeah,
in a sense.
Yeah, this is a spinoff from Dylan's Rolling Western for 3DS, if I'm not mistaken. So, fans of those games, there's another game coming for you. Another game which I'm actually really excited for. They're remaking Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story.
Yes!
For 3DS, and including the, I guess it would be an expansion, Bowser Jr.'s Journey, and it's coming in 2019. So
that's 2 games now for me.
Surprise! 3DS is being supported all year. Oh, but I'm actually really excited because that game is really fun. I love the Mario and Luigi games. So
yeah, that game has some of the best writing. Like it's literally comedic, like sarcastic. So I was super happy when they showed that. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah. So this also makes the Partners in Time is the only Mario and Luigi game that's not been for 3DS now. So I bet that's going to come at some point.
So. It's the first Mario Luigi game is on there, right?
Yeah, it just got remade last fall. That was the one. That was
the one that came out. Okay.
Yeah.
So Partners in Time. You said Partners in Time.
Yeah.
That's the second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Inside Story would be third.
And then Dream Team, Paper Jam, and then
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Paper Jam was the last one. So.
Paper Jam was the last one. So I did not need to go get the other 2.
Detective Pikachu, they kind of showed it off a little bit. And March 23rd with extra large amiibo. Looks cool. I wish it was a regular size amiibo because I would probably get if it was regular size because that extra large one probably won't fit on those shelves. But that's the big 3DS game this spring. And then lastly, the game that I might be the most excited for and the most disappointed it's not on Switch out of all of these
but
is Luigi's.
But half of your prediction did come true.
I know. I was like, I bet they're going to announce Luigi's Mansion. I said it was going to be for Switch.
Corey got it only halfway.
Yeah. So I am excited for Luigi's Mansion. I love Luigi's Mansion. one of the best GameCube games, one of the most underrated GameCube games, I think, and people started appreciating it over time, like a lot of GameCube games. So
yeah, and it's a game that I never got a chance to play on GameCube.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that's coming out, and I'll actually have the collection. So I'm actually happy for that.
Yeah, I wonder if this is just they're making it for 3DS to gauge interest in Luigi's Mansion to make a new one for Switch. That's my only kind of thing.
That's probably what they're doing to see how well it sells.
Yeah. So so those are the biggest. Those are the 3DS only games. There's a couple more 3DS games. We'll get to it when we get to that, because a lot of them are coming to both Switch and 3DS. So overall, what did you guys think of the 3DS offering?
I love what they offer. I thought it was just short though. I'm like, but this is the first 5 minutes. I'm like, no, nothing else. I'm like, and that part was surprising that they didn't have a lot coming. But everything that they showed to me definitely is a must buy that I gotta have. I'm super glad. That once again, I apologize for Inside Browser Story losing my mind, because I played that game like every night ever since I brought it. Super happy that's coming out. WarioWare, I'm not into the series, like I haven't played it, but I just know from outside and selling the game at work, it does good in sales on 3DS. And everything else it's a must. I can't wait to have Luigi's Mansion so I could play that completely fresh. Yeah, just what they show for 3DS is going to be good. And Detective Pikachu looks interesting. I want to see how that game actually plays with the cutscene. The voice acting is not weird, and I kind of figure out why they did the voice acting for him to be kind of deeper. But he sounded like a good voice actor. But it was kind of weird hearing that voice kind of with Pikachu, because Pikachu is so light, it's so positive, it's so lovely. Did you hear this dark voice? But
the quick attack joke was hilarious. Where he was like quick attack, and then he kind of just like slows down and like.
Did I do it too?
It was
yeah.
So funny.
So Detective Pikachu looks like it's a definitely must have. I love the Pokemon series. Pikachu is one of my favorite characters. And so I really can't wait to play it. As for 3DS, I think I would just wish they would have offered a little bit more in the Direct. But overall, I'm satisfied. Super satisfied.
Yeah. What about you, Ray? What did you think? I mean, I know you're probably playing a lot less 3DS these days, but
I'm not playing any 3DS because I no longer have my 3DS, so I made the full leap is on Switch now. Is where I am, because it's just like everything that I wanted to play on 3DS I've played. And now there's some new things or whatever, but it's not anything that I'm really feeling noteworthy that I'm missing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the game I'm really excited for is Luigi's Mansion, although I wish it was on Switch. I still play my 3DS from time to time, but I mean, like you, Ray, if I'm going to play a Nintendo game for a long extended period of time, it's going to be on Switch. So okay, we're going to move on to the Switch games. There was a lot announced today and a lot shown off. New games and games that have already been announced. They led off with Kirby Star Allies, which comes out next Friday. They showed off legacy characters and free updates that include characters from past games that you can use in the Dream levels. So King Dedede, Meta Knight, some characters from the Super Nintendo games. It was really cool to see all those characters. And I think there's going to be some sort of amiibo functionality too with those characters. So and all the characters are going to come in free updates. And the first update will be available on the 24th, I think they said, of March. So that's cool. I think that's really cool that you can use these characters in the game. I played the demo a little bit. It's a side-scrolling Kirby game. I wish they would have done something more with the art style, but it's a Kirby game. So if you're into Kirby, you're gonna totally enjoy it.
I'll be buying it next Friday, like at 10 o'clock in the morning. So,
what about you, Ray? Are you into Kirby?
My girlfriend is actually like, I want the Kirby game, and I was like, well, get the Kirby game then, because I'll probably play it. If she gets it, I'll probably end up playing it. But
yeah,
because like Kirby, what was the one on Super Nintendo? Kirby's Adventure.
Dreamland 3.
Was it Kirby's
Dreamland? Was
I don't know. There was a couple of Kirby games for Super Nintendo. But.
Well, it was like one of the first one. Yeah, I'm gonna Google.
Google help.
It was not Kirby Avalanche. It was
Kirby's Dream Land 3. Kirby's Superstar. Kirby's Dream Course.
It was probably the Superstar one.
Okay. Yeah, there's 6 Kirby games for Super Nintendo, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're gonna add characters from those games, so that's cool. Next, the game I was super excited for, and we were confused why they didn't announce it last year with the Xbox and PS4 versions. Okami HD is coming this summer.
It gets re-released again.
Yeah, I am very excited for Okami. My only thing is, I can't tell if it's an eShop only game because every game they announced today, if it had a physical copy, they just said coming to Nintendo Switch. In this one, they just said coming to Nintendo eShop on Switch. So does that mean it's not getting a physical copy? Because
it's not. It's probably not going to get a physical.
Oh, come on, Capcom. Come on.
Trust me, everybody will want a physical.
I know. That's what I want. I want a physical copy of Okami.
Yeah, because the box art, the new box art for Okami HD looks beautiful. To have it on the Switch cart, like the Switch box, which has like set it off right. When you look at a collection of the Nintendo Switch games, like it needs a physical. People are willing to pay $60 or $40 for a hard copy. Yeah. Capcom would be crazy not to do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I think they wanted to keep the price down though. I'm sure they're going to sell it at $19.99 like they sold the rest of the copies. But
yeah.
But it's nice to see that it's getting an HD update at least, and I'm excited that they added touch control functionality for the drawing stuff.
Joy-Con controls.
Yeah, so
yeah,
very good, very very good.
It's just digital. From the Capcom website, Okami HD will be only available digitally on the Nintendo eShop for Nintendo Switch this summer.
And that's fine.
Thanks for confirming that, Ray. Ray's Dr. Google.
But because you know what, it was kind of that way first, I think, for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but then they announced after the game got announced that it was going to be physical copies.
I'm sure they'll release a physical copy at some point just because fans will tweet at them and be like, "Where's my physical copy?" And they'll be like, "Oh, okay, $40, here you go." And they'll be like, "Why is it $20 more?" Internet.
This is kind of one problem. The physical copies, I don't know, Ray or Corey, if you guys seen it in stores. I haven't seen none of the physical copies in stores. I haven't seen none at Target, Best Buy, GameStop. I didn't see none. Like even in the news section, I'm like, I didn't see no kind of physical copies. Only time I seen the physical was like Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know if they didn't send a lot of physical copies out or what.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was. I mean, it's still on Amazon for $19.99. I'm looking at it right now, so I don't know. We'll see. But we're gonna move on to the next game. Ed, I know you're super excited for this game for 3DS, but it is now coming to Switch as well.
And I would never buy it too. I'm sorry.
Of course you will. Sushi Strikers, coming June 8th. On Nintendo 3DS and Switch. Yeah, it looks like a weird little interesting puzzle game. I don't know if I'm going to get it, to be honest with you. Is it being published by Nintendo?
Yes.
Okay, do you know if it's getting a physical copy? I didn't see that either. So if it gets a physical copy, I'll get it because I'm trying to build my Nintendo published Switch stuff, but if it doesn't, I'll probably skip it. I'll probably wait a little bit on it, to be honest with you. But
I think since now that's coming out for 3DS and Switch, I wonder if they're going to incorporate where 3DS can interact with Switch.
I mean, that would be the smart move, right? Is to have the 3DS and Switch copies talk to each other and play multiplayer together.
Right, especially with another the final announcement. We'll get to that one because that won't make sense. I'm super stoked for this, and like I said, I don't care if it plays bad or anything. It looks funny. It looks interesting. I love the art style. That might not be the art style that you was looking forward to, Corey. When we was talking about
I
Mario Brothers
cool.
4.
I think it looks cool. It just looks like a match 3 puzzle game in a different style. And I have so many match 3 puzzle games that I'm just like, do I really need another one?
Well, I know that art style is like Elite Beat Agents when they do like some of the intros before they actually start the game. And some when you look at the music, they got that bold kind of art style. That's what the Sushi Strikers remind me of.
Yeah.
And I know that's not kind of the art style you was looking for Mario 4 when we had that discussion on Expansion Pass that you guys should check out. Can't wait for you guys to see that episode. But yeah, that art style and the gameplay just looks like really up my alley. And plus, I love sushi. I'm not Japanese.
I'm a big fan of sushi. I could eat shrimp tempura all day. Ray, you're muted. He just moved his mouth, and I was like, "Where'd he go?"
There it is. There it is. I don't know what happened, but yeah, no, sushi is great. Like it does look like one of those things where it's like, it's it's not something that I was looking forward to per se, but hey, if it's out there, people want to play it, have them go ahead and play it,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a fun game to make people laugh and to enjoy and relax.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a fine game. I'll probably check it out at some point, but yeah,
I'll give you guys the review when I get it.
Yeah, Ed will review the game. The next game, Octopath Traveler, is the official name of Project Octopath Traveler. They showed off 2 new characters, Tressa the Merchant and Alphen the Apothecarian. They showed a little bit of the battle system where there's a job system that you can combine with your character's special skills to really get deep into a combat system. It is releasing on July 13th. That's earlier than I thought it was. I thought it was
I definitely want to get it. I think I want to get it.
So is it now? I wonder, is it that world? Is it just for America, and then Europe is coming for? Or is it Europe or I think Australia? That's coming out for them in August.
I don't know. I didn't watch the other directs. This is the only one I watched.
Okay. Because remember there was that story or that rumor that it was coming out in August for Switch, and I think it was in just for Australia. Yeah,
I mean, it'll probably be other regions might come out later, but
worldwide release July 13th.
Ooh, worldwide burned.
Worldwide release July 13th, and it's getting published by Nintendo here in the Americas and the rest of the world, except for Japan. It's published by Square Enix.
Oh, so Square Enix is doing their own publishing. So okay,
yeah, that's cool though. I'm glad Nintendo's publishing. It's weird, man. This is like old school Super Nintendo Square partnership. Like I'm almost expecting Super Mario RPG. Yeah,
man. The day they announce Super Mario RPG, I will do I will do my damnedest to do a backflip.
Now,
as long as for Switch.
That should be one of your Patreon levels for geeks and gamers.
Ray, we on the same level. That I want that game for Switch. I was about to say, if it comes for 3DS, I would be pissed. I would be mad. I would still buy it, but I would be mad. That's the game that needs to be on Switch.
That's the closest thing I've ever heard Ed say to a cuss word in my life.
Ed will be pissed.
If it came to 3DS and not Switch, I would be upset.
Somebody needs to cut that out, make a meme of it. Pissed off levels intensify.
An animated GIF. Oh man, it is getting a special edition also. There's a soundtrack, a gold coin that represents the in-game currency, and a map that will help you on your adventures, and a cool little box that looks like a book. It looks really cool. And when you open the book up to pull the game out, it has like a It's like a pop-up book. It has like a three-dimensional 2D stuff, so it looks really cool.
I want to see if GameStop is going to do the pre-orders next week.
Yeah, so
because I would get that collector's edition.
Yeah, it looks cool. I might try to get it. I need to. There's so many games I need to cancel pre-orders now and move them over to some new ones because I didn't really expect all this to get announced today. But they showed off the next game, Travis Strikes Again. They showed off some gameplay stuff. It kind of looks like a isometric, almost top-down action adventure game where there's 7 different games that Travis fights through. There's an adventure game, a racing game, brawler, and you go through and you have to what it looks like is the antagonist has bugged these games, and you get sucked into these games and you have to fight off the viruses and the bugs in the game, and you team up with, I guess, the villain from the first couple games. Yeah, it looks really cool, and you can unlock t-shirts with different indie games on them. I know there's a Shovel Knight t-shirt in there. So that game is coming out later in 2018. Do you guys have any interest in Travis Strikes Again?
I do.
Nope. Nah.
I'm a big fan of No More Heroes, and Suda 51. He really makes some decent, good action games. And this one, because of me playing No More Heroes 2 and playing those mini games and stuff, I'm looking forward to this one. I'll pick it up.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I'll probably pick it up too. I think the gameplay looks a lot like a more polished version of Mr. Shifty, which I really loved earlier this year. Oh man, this monster is like really giving me the burpees. So I think if it is polished up and they do some cool stuff with the indie games that they've partnered with, and I'll probably end up getting it. I like the idea of No More Heroes. I couldn't get into it because it was on the Wii, and like I love the Wii, but I also hate the Wii with a passion. So it's my least favorite Nintendo console. I'll just leave it at that. But the next thing shown off, they confirmed Dark Souls will have amiibo support, and Matt's probably just jumping up and down in his little X-Way room, whatever he's doing at work today.
He probably just jizzed all over himself.
Oh God! God!
Ed's going all out today.
I mean, let's just be honest.
Yeah, he probably made a baby when he heard this announcement.
Pretty much.
Sorry, Reba. Oh, but yeah, they announced a Solaire amiibo for Dark Souls, so you can do the whatever this praise the sun motion anytime you want.
But I'm looking at it and I'm just like, isn't this Mighty Python and the Holy Grail?
I mean, dude, that's exactly what this amiibo looks like. Is the Monty Python
really
figurine?
It does really look like it was Monty Python inspired.
Oh, I cannot wait for the videos and the memes and the videos is going to be using Mighty Python.
They did show off gameplay of the Switch version, and it looks really clean. It looks really cleaned up and polished, and I know it's only running at 30 frames a second on Switch, but that game looks really solid. Like it looked clean and looked fun. So I'm gonna be getting Dark Souls for Switch.
Me too. I am.
I know
everybody
wants to be getting it for PS4, so they can platinum it again.
I know people who get it on Switch. They're really happy that they can take this game on the go. Mm-hmm. So yeah. I'm gonna give it no, because I played Dark Souls 2, not Dark Souls 1. That's right. So yeah, I'll give it a try.
You missed out. Dark Souls 1 was good. Dark Souls 2 was
You know what? I have it for PS3. And for some unknown reason, I just tried to play 2. It was just like, do I really want to play 1? Yeah.
2 is probably what regarded as like the worst of the whole series.
Yes.
Assuming.
Yes,
so,
it is.
What is it like? What do you think the ranking of the Dark Souls series is, including Demon Souls and Bloodborne?
Demons. There was technically Bloodborne still its own thing because it's not part of the Soul series. It was inspired.
But everybody always groups
like so. My ranking would probably be, Demon Souls, then like not including Bloodborne, because Bloodborne would be up there probably, like second or third spot. So it'd probably be Demon Souls is number 1, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, and then Dark Souls 2 would be the last one for me.
Yeah. Are you gonna get any of the remastered Dark Souls, Ray?
Probably not, just because like Monster Hunter already had me. I got a funny story I'll tell you later, Corey. But Monster Hunter already had me raging yesterday, and like I was angry, like so angry. And dude, it's just like I can't take any more. I can't take any more rage.
I can't do Monster Hunter, man. I went in for a fight. I was taking this monster down. I was feeling really good. All of a sudden, that feathery T-Rex thing came in,
Anjanath,
and just demolished the monster I was fighting, and I got really mad. I deleted it off my PS4. I was so mad.
Now you see my pictures, Ray, of my characters.
We need to play, Ed. You need to stop avoiding me. We need to play.
I'm sorry.
Ed needs to stop doing so much. I think Ed has like 4 clones of himself, and one goes to work, one podcasts all day, one plays games all day, and the other one just travels around and buys all of his clones fast food.
Right, like Ed, like I was telling Corey before the show, I was like, Ed is really, I like, usually Ed's like out of left field, but I'm like, Ed's just outside the ballpark at this time. I think all the MSG from the fast food is getting to him, because I've listened to the last couple of shows to try and catch up to see where you guys, like what you guys have been talking about and stuff, and I'm like, wow, Ed is really out there right now. Like, you're just standing on that hill of rocks, and you're like, I die upon this rock, and everybody's like, but Ed, and you're like, no, I don't care.
I don't care.
I just can't help it. I'm a nerd. I'm a gamer. I'm a podcast.
Like normally you're Ed. Like I've come to understand the eccentric, person that you are, but lately it's like super eccentric. Like I don't know, man. What was that guy that like was afraid of germs or whatever? And then he went and like he sealed himself away from everybody and everything. What the heck was his name? Wasn't that the movie too? They made the movie about it. I can't think of. Why can't I think of the name? And then it's bad that because normally. What the heck was the guy's name? Corey, do you know what we're talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You guys are terrible.
I can't help it. That's who I am.
Then they took a little bit of a halftime show almost of this and kind of broke out Mario Tennis Aces, which was the quote unquote big game of the Direct. There's 15 playable characters. There's multiple control schemes, including motion controls, and it can be up to 4 players. And the story mode adds new challenges and boss battles and stuff. And then there's online tournaments and events, and they showed off some of the new ways you could do. You can break your opponent's racket and automatically forfeits them, but they also said you can turn that off, so if you're a purist, you can play without that on. And it is releasing on June 22nd. No one's more excited for Mario Tennis than I am. Okay?
Yeah, that is true.
It's the only game my wife will play with me, besides Mario Kart.
But I did say I will buy this game. I got so much to do. I had to get so much in May done before I even jump into June. But yeah, this game is shaping up. Of course, it's grabbing me. It's shaping up to be a really fun game. So it's a definite in my top list of must have. Like, I got to be at the store to buy this game.
Yeah,
man, I haven't enjoyed a Mario Tennis game in forever.
I hope you didn't buy the Wii U one.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Can I tell you that it sold well during the holidays when it came out?
Oh, I know it did because it's Mario Tennis.
It's still terrible though.
Look,
the internet orders made that game disappear quickly.
Dude, if you put Mario insert sports here, it's gonna sell. If they made Mario curling, it would sell. Okay, if they made Mario shuffleboard, that would sell. Actually, Mario shuffleboard would be awesome with the Joy-Cons.
Get that.
That'd be amazing.
Yes, I would love that. Just to let everybody know, this would actually be my first Mario Tennis that I ever played and owned.
Oh my gosh, you didn't play the GameCube one?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, you're missing out, man.
I wasn't a big sports fan.
There were some great games. You know what I miss? I miss Mario Sluggers. That game was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah. You know what else I miss? Mario Strikers, the soccer game.
Somebody mentioned that.
Yeah.
Mario Strikers.
I think it was either on Easy Allies podcast they mentioned it, or I know they mentioned it on the Geek Box a couple days ago. It was one of those podcasts, but I'm excited for Mario Tennis. I'm so excited for Mario Tennis.
Hopefully it has online, because I will battle you, Corey. I will battle you, boss.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah, it says online.
If it has good online, that's the problem. Is it's like Nintendo's online thing is still just so sketchy and it's jank.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You know what? I don't play Nintendo games online, so I don't really care. The next game, all I can say is, my wife better not have the baby early. Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker is officially coming to Nintendo Switch with new Mario Odyssey themed levels, including New Donk City. It's coming to 3DS and Switch on July 13th, offering a two-player mode where one person controls Toad and the other one is on enemy patrol, where they can shoot stuff at enemies and stuff. So July 13th. My baby's due on July 17th, so we're going to have to put a cork in it or something for a couple days.
Great. What? I'll send you the game as a baby present. And
he's like, I'll send it to you as like a baby shower gift.
The Switch baby registry.
Yeah. I'm going to put it.
The baby needs it. Why? Because it's going to keep the baby happy.
Toad is a cool baby thing. So I am buying the baby a pink Yoshi, by the way.
Yeah. Yoshi!
It's gonna be exciting.
I'm getting this for Switch. I can't double dip on 3DS. This game needs to be.
This would be triple dipping, because you probably already own it on Wii U.
I do own it for. Actually, I got 2 copies. My mom has her Wii U copy, and I got my Wii U copy, because I bought both copies for each and one of us.
Goodness gracious!
Oh, jeez. So,
why you do this?
This
because
summer,
when you get a chance to spend only $40 for two games, you think you're gonna pass it up?
Can I buy 2 different games for $40?
If you don't want your family taking your copy out of your room, then yeah.
I mean, this summer is really shaping up. You know, we were wondering what was going to come out in April. We know May is full, and it's even fuller now. Undertale is coming to Switch. Crash Bandicoot's coming to Switch in July. Little Nightmares is coming in May. So April, May, June, July are filling up fast.
You know what? This is the first time of me looking at Little Nightmares. I heard about it, but I just never paid any attention to it.
Yeah, this was the first time I saw Little Nightmares too.
No, I was filled in on it because I was at GameStop when it launched, and a lot of people were talking about it and stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean, I've heard really good things about it. I've never really looked the game up or anything, so I never really knew what it was. I thought it was a horror game. Like, I thought there were horror elements to it, which it does look kind of dark, but it doesn't look very scary. So I don't know. I'll probably check it out at some point.
Undertale, I'll definitely will pick up finally. I haven't played it on PC. I didn't get it for PS4 because there's too many other games. I feel like this game fits on Switch, so it'll probably definitely just be like a portable only game for me. Like, I just play it when I want to go.
Yeah. I don't really know if I'm gonna get Undertale. Honestly, it was free on PlayStation at some point, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm gonna try it, I'll just try it there. But I don't really have any interest in Undertale, to be honest with you. Crash is Crash. I mean, if you want to hear about Crash, talk to Nerds Gone Platinum. I'm sure Jeff and Jason will talk about it all day with anybody. So. It is coming on July 10th, though, so...
I think I'm going to wait for the reviews for Crash.
I mean, they're already out, though, for PS4. You can look up the PS4 reviews. Strong 7s. There's your review. Strong 7s. The game I think I'm most excited for, by the way, besides the last one, South Park: The Fractured But Whole is coming to Switch. I'll finally be able to play it on the go. I got it for Xbox One and was like, I don't know when I'm going to have the time to play this because busy. and now I am a little confused at why it's just this game though, because the other two versions came with the Stick of Truth, as downloads. It was a quote pre-order bonus, but even if you didn't pre-order the game, you still got Stick of Truth at some point. Which I still think the Stick of Truth will probably end up over on Switch at some point too, if Fractured But Whole sells well. But I don't know. We were talking about this last night on the mini block, and I was like, why? I don't see why they wouldn't do this, and then they didn't do it. It confused me. I'm not complaining, but it confused me. So, South Park on Switch. Woo! Who's excited? Who's with me? Ray, you excited?
Yeah, I didn't get it yet. I'm probably going to get it on Switch.
I see your excited face. I see it. Yes.
I'm excited for it. Yeah, no, I'm excited for it. I'm really interested in looking to get it. So it's one of those things where I've been wanting to look to get it, and now I have a reason to get it on something that I don't get to play as much anymore. Because my girlfriend's nephew had borrowed Mario Kart, and he lost it. Ooh. And we haven't been able to replace it yet. Ooh. So I've been playing Odyssey, and I enjoy Odyssey. It's just I don't know, like it's Mario, but I'm not finding the magic.
There's something off. There's something off about it. Is there not something off about it?
Yeah, there's something off, because usually like whenever there's a Mario game, I will not put it down until I'm done with it. But I'm not finding that magic with Odyssey. Like I played it for a couple hours and I put it down and I just haven't picked it back up yet.
I felt the same way. Like I blew through the story mode, but like I didn't after the credits rolled. I played for maybe another hour afterwards. I'm like, I'm good. I can't. I just couldn't. It's too overwhelming too. Like there's so many moons. There's so many. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it was about it, but it just. Anyways. Yeah. I've already had my fill of Mario Odyssey. I've already said enough on this show and multiple other shows.
Yes.
So,
let's not rehash, right?
Ed loves Mario Odyssey. Ed loves Mario too. So
I love it. Yeah. I still no interest in South Park over here. So I'm sorry.
It's actually if you can get past the South Park exterior, I from what I played of Stick of Truth, and they expanded on it for Fractured But Whole. It's really a solid RPG though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did prefer the Paper Mario-esque battles from Stick of Truth though over the grid-based battle system to Fractured But Whole, but I mean that's a minor gripe. I think I'm a huge South Park fan. I love South Park so much. It's probably my if I was to rate shows that I watch on TV right now, which is very slim, it's probably in the top 3. I love South Park so much.
There's other better RPGs and indie RPGs for me personally.
Yeah,
but the thing is it's not about being better. It's just
this is the RPG for people who don't have time to play RPGs,
which is you.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. So, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition gets a release date May 18th. Man, dude, May is filling up so fast.
Hyrule Warriors is a game. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, if you're putting Donkey Kong and Dark Souls out in May, why would you put Hyrule Warriors out in May, too?
Put that out, like, what's the slow month so far? Like, April?
March.
Yeah. Stuff in April.
March. Like, it's coming out in Japan on the 22nd.
Yeah.
And, like, that would be a perfect game to match with something like Kirby or, like, the beginning of April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the only thing Nintendo really has coming out in April is the Labo.
Yeah, and we were talking about that yesterday on the mini block, that like April for Nintendo's kind of light, so it would have been good to have like some 3-hit games at least for it, or have two.
I mean, especially if it's like a remaster basically of a game, not a new game. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, because like we saw the great success the Switch had last year by spacing out their releases throughout the year rather than clustering them. But now it's like Nintendo's falling back into that old pattern of wanting to cluster games together.
Yeah, I mean they're still spacing them out. There's just a lot coming out, and it just feels like they're clustered. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. Hyrule Warriors, it's a weird spot for it, and especially if people are looking to play like God of War also, and maybe people
Far Cry comes out
picking up. Yeah, so. It's a weird spot, but you know that game is for a certain audience, and I'm sure. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get it because it's Zelda, and I need to get it.
Me too.
But like,
that soundtrack is so good. I literally just want to put my headphones on, and listen to that soundtrack.
Yeah, that soundtrack is really cool. It's got the guitar riffs of the Zelda themes are just so good.
Like my big thing, I hope, is that they fix the chugging, because on Wii U it chugged, and on 3DS it was like near unplayable.
Yeah. You know what? Well, yeah, 3DS I can understand. I guess I didn't get that with Wii U.
Well, if you played with the gamepad, it chugged because it was doing the screen twice, and that's why it was chugging.
Okay, because I played it only on on the TV.
Yeah. So, let's see, what else do we got here? Those were pretty much all the big games announced. Going down the list, there's an ARMS online invitational for U.S. versus Canada. The tournament is March 8th through the 18th. You can sign up through the ARMS online stuff or at nintendo.com/ARMS. I don't know what the website is, but the ARMS website, you can sign up for it, and you can just play online. It's U.S. versus Canada, March 8th through the 18th, and then the finals are on the 31st. And then they also announced the Splatoon 2 3.0 update with 100 new pieces of gear, more levels. There's 3 new levels coming. Rank X is the new rank for hardcore players to achieve. Yep. And then they did announce the first paid DLC for Splatoon, which was pretty cool. It's the Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. It's $19.99. It's coming this summer, and it looks like you get to play as a Inkling Octo kid crossover, like genetic spliced thing. It looks like an Inkling girl, but it has the Octo head instead, and it looks like the expansion takes place in a laboratory of some sort that looks like they've been performing experiments. So
it's story DLC, right?
Yeah, there's a story DLC, and then I think they're going to add new Octo hairstyles and stuff to the playable characters as well. So that's cool. The trailer was really weird. It had like one of the Inkling girls, but it's the Octo version, and she was like dressed in all leather and just walking like with this strut through this train, and then walked out into like this laboratory. It was just like this really strange trailer, but it's cool. I'm glad Splatoon is still being supported, and they promised a year of free DLC, 2 years of free DLC, and now they're adding this to it. I think that goes a long way in saying how well Splatoon 2 did over Splatoon 1. So
yep. I still need to buy this game, pick it up.
Man, Ed, you're so far behind. Come on, catch up. And then they showed one more video of the Inkling kids battling each other, and then all of a sudden they turn their heads and you see Mario, and then you see Link, and then you see the circle of fire with the shink shink, and then they announced Smash Brothers coming to Switch in 2018. That was the biggest surprise of the day.
Yep.
But didn't I say they would have to do a character reveal if they were going to announce Smash?
And they did. The Inklings. I'm surprised they didn't show any ARMS characters either. But look, Smash is coming. I'm sure they're gonna have plenty of character reveals from now until then. But
E3 probably.
Yeah, I mean they could do like remember the Nintendo that they did for Smash, and they just released something like every day, every week. Maybe now with like social media and everything, they'll just release like, you know, with Nintendo Minute or through social media, they'll just show Smash pictures everywhere of like, hey, here's Sonic, he's here again. You know, so how excited are you guys for Smash?
Yeah,
Smash. I'm definitely excited for. I love Smash. So
yeah, I can't wait to pick it up.
I can't wait for the GameCube Pro controller.
I wonder how big their roster is going to be now.
Okay, so let's talk about this for a little bit. Do you guys think that they're gonna do you think it's gonna be a port plus stuff of the Wii U version, or do you think it's gonna be like Smash 5?
I would hope it would be Smash 5.
It's a Smash port. I think it's going to be they're going to take everything from the 3DS and Wii U version, put it all together on Switch, and then add new characters and stages.
No, I think it's going to be a new game because we're about due. We're about due for a new Smash anyway. It's about time.
For Smash 5. No, we're not due for it. We're not due for a new Smash until 2020.
Well, if they release this one, they're not going to release a new one in a year and a half after this one comes out.
I think they will. The thing about it is that Sakurai and Bandai Namco is, well, we don't know what Sakurai is doing at the moment. Bandai Namco is just too busy
Icarus
doing
Uprising 2 3DS.
Bandai Namco is too busy to do anything at this moment, and I think 2020, if they decide to,
that's why I think it's a port though, is because I think if Bandai Namco is really working on Metroid Prime 4 and, you know, Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 and some other things, like,
we're good guys.
I think this is going to be a Smash. It's going to be a Mario Kart Deluxe type thing where, especially because they're going to want to include all the licensed characters that they already have, and if they port it, they can keep those characters because the licenses are in place. But if they go to Smash 5, they're going to have to go to Square and say, hey, we want Cloud. Hey, you know, we want Ryu from Capcom. We want all these characters. And I mean, not that they can't do that again, but I think it would be harder for them to do that instead of just porting it. But like I said, I think they wouldn't if they was going to do Smash 5, they'll reveal that at E3. They wouldn't give a little piece of
it's a different Nintendo though. It's a different Nintendo now.
It is, but like if a big game as Smash, you're not going to give this little attention to it.
No, they gave it a good amount of attention to say, hey, be excited for Smash, and then at E3 or before E3, they'll do their own direct thing, and then they'll sit there. Now, had we followed the normal timetable of things, yes, we wouldn't see a new Smash till 2019, 2020. But because of the shortened time frame from Wii U to Switch, I think this is going to be a real deal brand new Smash game.
It's not because that Wii U version, but that Wii U version got delayed so many times. So
no, it didn't get delayed like that because we went from
they announced it at launch and then it was like 2 years later.
2 years later, which is about what Nintendo usually does.
And that was when Sakurai is like, "Oh, I'm working on another Smash game." Oh.
Yeah, usually it's about 6 years between Smash games. Usually it's about 6 years.
But when they announced it for Wii U, everybody had been waiting for the release date, and we never got the release date. So I'm thinking that they kept delaying it to add more characters to do balances, and then finally announced it to come out.
But now what I think they do is they take what they learned from Smash Wii U, they bring all the characters in because the characters are pretty much already all there. Mm-hmm. Because of the shortened time frame, it does not make sense to give us a rehash of Smash and then turn around 2 years later and release a new one.
I bet it'll be like, I bet they'll package it as like a new thing, but we're gonna see a lot of similar stuff from Wii U and 3DS. Like I bet
what I mean.
We're gonna see assets from those games, but I also think we're gonna see, maybe we'll see new stuff, especially with like if you're adding the Inkling kids in it. there's going to be a
adding new
Splatoon level.
stages.
If
Right.
if like, you know, I really want Shovel Knight, you're going to see a Shovel Knight stage. Like
and that's why I feel like that's why there is a port that they're going to add all of this stuff, because they're going to, when they do Smash 5, they're going to build it ground up for Switch. They're not.
I don't think they're going
to do
to.
that. They wouldn't have enough time.
I don't think they're going to be able. The Switch would be obsolete by the time they do that. The Switch is going to be obsolete. Yes, the Switch would be obsolete. The Switch will be obsolete by the time they. By the time they were. Okay, it takes them roughly 6 years to do a Smash game from the ground up. So you're telling me we're going to get this game this year, and then by 2024 is when we're going to get the actual Switch game? No,
Probably
this is going to be. It's going to be. It's going to be Smash 5. They're going to take everything that they got from the Wii U version, bring it over, polish it up, bring in new things, but they're going to package it as a new game, not a port.
It's just going to be. It's going to be Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo Switch, and we're never going to know if it's a port or a new
because
game.
A port is what they did with Mario Kart with all the DLC.
Right.
With Smash, they're giving us new content.
That's what I think this Smash is going to be. That they take everything from 3DS and everything for Wii U and put it together. Because they're probably balancing some of the attacks and everything, like fixing the powers and everything. And then they're not going to, because Smash came out what, 2016?
2014.
2014.
It's time for a new Smash, and the shortened window from Wii U to Switch is making it happen.
People are still playing that Wii U Smash.
I know, because they don't have a
GameCube
choice.
Smash, that doesn't
People
matter.
are still playing GameCube Smash because they don't have a choice, because that's the one they aggress to. But as far as new Smash, because we're getting a console, we got a console basically a year or two before Nintendo was actually ready.
Yeah.
Because essentially Wii U should have lived until 2019.
Yeah.
And then we would have been due for a refresh, but because Wii U wasn't doing well, they had to refresh sooner.
Yeah, but it's still too early to do a Smash 5.
Okay. Well,
for something like that.
Let's wrangle it back in here. Let's go out here and bring it in.
Can I say this?
No.
Before we wrangle it up, hold on one second. If it is a Smash port, Ray, would you please come with optional opinion and have a discussion with me?
It's not going to be a port, but sure. I'll go on optional opinion either way it goes.
Okay.
Whenever it's released, but it's going to be basically new. It's not going to be like Super Smash Brothers Deluxe or whatever they end up calling it.
I think
it's not going to be like that.
I'm pretty sure it's just going to be called Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We'll have a mixture of old levels and new levels, just like the last few Smash Brothers. We're going to have new characters and old characters, and maybe some characters the license will have run out. Won't be seeing them, but maybe we'll see them again. I was thinking about this the other day. So this is the last thing I kind of want to talk about for Smash before we get out of here. One character you would like to see in Smash, either third party or first party, or something that is just out of the blue. We'll start with Ray, because I know Ed's gonna have like 6 different characters.
It's really a hard.
Oh, I actually know who. I won't.
Well, go ahead, because I can't think of one that's not already in Smash.
I would love Ibuki from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. That version. I would love her.
I knew some obscure character nobody's ever heard of except for a fan of that game.
She's in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Street Fighter.
I know, but
Third Strike.
Yeah, but the thing is that's like.
If they're gonna get somebody else from Street Fighter, it's gonna be Ken or Chun-Li. It's not gonna be.
Yeah, it would be like Ken.
But if you look at her character model and her fighting style, it fits Smash.
I love you, Ed. Yeah. I love you so much.
What? That's what I want. I love Ibuki from Third Strike. I love her the balance. I mean, she's been in the series in Street Fighter 3, but I like her more balanced in Third Strike.
Yeah. I think like Ed, I love your out of the box idea But if no, I'm Ed. You know I love you. You know that.
Yes, I do.
If they're gonna go another Street Fighter character though, I think it would be somebody like Chun-Li or Ken, because
but you
they're
asked
more
us out the box.
I know,
so.
I did. For me, like, the character I want most is Shovel Knight, but the character I think would fit, and I think is totally plausible because they got Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, which has never appeared on a Nintendo console.
Mm-hmm.
Sora. I think
Kingdom Hearts.
Sora from Kingdom Hearts would be awesome in Smash. And I know they would have to like rework some art and whatever and give him different keyblades and stuff, because you can't really have the Mickey Mouse head showing up in there without getting a Disney license, I'm sure. But I think Sora would be awesome. I want Sora now really bad to balance out Cloud. Oh, it would be awesome. All right, Ray, it's your turn now.
I don't know. Like, I mean, if anything, like to counter Cloud, like maybe Sephiroth would be cool.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. It's just one of those things where it's really, really like, I don't know. It's a hard thing to think of because we never know what kind of thing. Like, I mean, we got like Pac-Man.
We got Solid Snake.
We got Solid Snake. Yeah, we got Solid Snake back then. We got, like maybe bringing Snake back would be cool. Like if they could work out that partnership again with Konami.
Yeah,
Konami.
Maybe Konami will make Twin Snakes HD, and then that'll give us a reason to have Snake back.
Shoot, I'm surprised they haven't did that yet.
I know. I think Konami is like really trying to manage the Metal Gear Survive stuff right now. They just Metal Gear's in a rough spot right now, and it's I don't know whose fault it is or if it's anybody's fault, but I just think it's like it needs some management.
With the character, with us actually getting the amiibo, I wouldn't be surprised if we got like Solaire as a character.
No, I know.
Like Solaire as like a because he's already got an amiibo. Why not? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, that makes it. Look, I'm not counting anything out because somebody said Minecraft Steve the other day. I was like, why not? Why not? I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it'll happen at some point. But man, Smash is, you never know. You never know. Like Cloud and Bayonetta, well, more Cloud than Bayonetta, but Cloud and Bayonetta just ripped the whole thing wide open to be like
the whole logic thing apart. Like, like you can't really.
Yeah,
Ryu ripped it first.
No, well, but Street Fighter's appeared on a Nintendo platform. People associate Street Fighter 2 with Super Nintendo.
I mean, it has, but Ryu be in another fighting game that's not SNK. Like, this is the third game, and definitely as big as Smash to have that big of a character.
And that was Capcom's doing, and it really comes down to. Ryu did break it, but I mean Cloud broke it more because technically Nintendo hasn't had a Final Fantasy game, like an actual Final Fantasy proper, in a long time.
I think that reveal almost destroyed half of the video game industry because everybody was like literally like, wait, what just happened?
I mean, that was also at a time when everybody was asking for the Final Fantasy VII remake, and it hadn't been announced yet. And then it shows up, and Cloud shows up on Wii U, the least selling platform ever. So, yeah. Smash is a weird thing, but I'm excited. I'm excited for Smash. I'm excited that they showed off. That's another thing they showed off too was Breath of the Wild Link, not Twilight Princess Link. So that was pretty exciting too.
Yeah, that's going to be that'll be the first time that it's not like the Ocarina, Twilight Prince, like that kind of the more realism Link, like for us to get the Breath of the Wild Link.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
and that art style is going to be different.
Yeah.
It's going to be. I mean, they'll probably have the other ones as DLC or like costumes or whatever, but still, like for us to get. I'm thinking
it'll be more like a skin for Link. But, like, if you use Breath of the Wild Link, that changes up his moveset so much because you won't have the hook shot
Yep.
You won't have. I mean, I guess you could have a boomerang, but
I mean, you can have the boomerang, but the bombs aren't as prevalent.
yeah. So, what if you can just use magnesis and anybody who has a metal asset on them, you could just throw around them.
Oh, everybody's gonna be trying to smash folks out using that weapon.
Man, that would be so broken. That or the stasis.
I mean, not to mention that. I mean, obvious answer is going to be like we're going to see new Pokemon, so we'll see the new Pokemon that are coming. That was another thing that I thought was a little weird. We know Pokemon's coming this year. When is it coming?
I think that's another reason why they announced Smash so early too, to get people hyped for a fall game in 2018 because they're still not sure if Pokemon's coming.
I think they're saving that for E3,
But Pokemon always has their own direct though.
Yeah.
Now it does.
Yeah.
They normally didn't. They normally didn't used to have it.
But so like maybe we'll get like a direct mini in like April or May that shows Pokemon, or like
I think
July,
E3.
August maybe.
I think they're saving it for E3.
I honestly think, given when do the Nintendo Pokemon Directs usually happen?
Whenever the Pokemon company does it.
Yeah.
Because I think when Sun and Moon got announced, the Pokemon company was doing their own direct about it.
Yeah.
Not Nintendo was part of it, but the Pokemon company decided.
It wasn't even labeled a Nintendo Direct. It was labeled a Pokemon Direct.
Okay.
So
yeah. I think this game is just because it's the Pokemon for Switch is such a big sale for them, and they know people want it. I think they want that reveal. They want to control that discussion and marketing for E3.
Yeah. It looks like the Pokemon Directs usually happen. It looks like June timeframe, so that would be right around E3. So that'll probably be when we get more news, if any news, about the Pokemon game that's coming to Switch.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're probably talking about like the Pokemon Bank and some of the stuff that's in the 3DS that they'll probably implement, and then the new Pokemon and stuff.
Yeah. So this has been our coverage for the Nintendo Direct for March 8th, 2018. This has been an episode of Nintendo Pow Block. I think we've been pretty thorough on this Direct, and
yes.
Next week I'm sure Ed and I will talk about more of because this is probably going to be the news for till E3 that Nintendo puts out.
Because I wonder what the heck happened to Wolfenstein, the new Colossus.
Those are two games we didn't see today: Wolfenstein 2 and Fire Emblem. I was very disappointed we did not see Fire Emblem, because that was the big rumor coming out of Reddit and
Diablo 3
and Diablo. I mean, if those are fall games, I mean
we'll see them in June.
Yeah, I still think we're gonna see Wolfenstein be like in July-ish. I think it'll be part of the E3 presentation, and it'll be out at the end of June or the middle of July. I think in that time frame for Wolfenstein. But Fire Emblem also, maybe they're just trying to have some big hitters for E3. I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't see Yoshi either.
Yeah, we didn't see Yoshi. I mean...
Well, the Nindies usually have their own showcase. They usually do the Nindy showcase now.
Well, I think when it was... Because this was a different Direct. You remember, they used to have like a list going down, but now this one was like going side.
Yeah, I think they just didn't want to give anything away, and that's easier for them to do that than just going like this. But I don't know. We'll see. Of course, we're going to keep talking Nintendo and keep talking about Directs and the news and everything. So, like I said, this has been Nintendo Pow Block. Ray, you want to remind everybody where they can find you before we get out of here again?
All right, guys. You can find me at facebook.com/Phoenix Overdrive for Phoenix Overdrive Extra Life. Facebook.com/groups/PO Nation. YouTube.com/Phoenix Overdrive. Find us on Twitter at nerd_overdrive or PHX_overdrive, as well as twitch.tv/PHX_overdrive. You can find out everything that I do with Geeks and Gamers at geeksandgamers.com. The Geeks and Gamers Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Geeks and Gamers. Also, Gaming with Geeks on Twitch, and on iTunes and Podbean as Gaming with Geeks podcast, and the Geeks and Gamers Radio Network. So,
yeah,
that's everywhere I am and everything.
Follow Ray. He's a fan favorite. He's my favorite person outside of NGR. I do have to get on NGR now, though, too. I have to get back on NGR. I got to make a comeback. I know. We'll get you there. I'll talk to Matt and Moose this weekend when I'm off. And Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at @RetroCode. You guys can find Optional Opinion. Optional Opinion at SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and breaking news, everybody. Optional Opinion is now on TuneIn, TuneIn. So if you go to that website, type up Optional Opinion, you will find my podcast there. Just got the email that I have been confirmed and accepted. So new episodes will be going up probably by the time you guys see this. But yeah, you can find all my work and stuff there. NGR Radio, like Arsenal X, World 1-1, of course, Power Block, and more that you guys can check here on Nerds Gone Rogue Radio. So yeah.
You can find me at CoreyHD on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me on a plethora of shows here on NGR Radio, Nerds Gone Rogue, Arsenal X, Nerds Gone Platinum, and World 1-1 podcast. Check them all out. Check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/NGR Radio, where we do YouTube specific shows like Power Block Expansion Pack, where Ed and I take on a topic and kind of talk about different things. You should really check out our Metroid multiplayer episodes.
Yes.
We really had a good time discussing how Metroid could fit in a multiplayer space. In the second episode, we kind of take the Federation Force formula and kind of flesh it out a little bit. And then the first multiplayer episode, we talked about kind of making it a Helldivers-like experience with some Destiny elements. So it was a really good discussion. It's our longest expansion pack, so strap in. But it was fun. Follow us on Instagram at nintendopowblock. Follow us on Twitter at NGRPowblock. Like, subscribe, and share to youtube.com/NGR Radio. And thanks, Ray, for joining us. We love you so much.
Yay!
Ed, I don't even know what to say to you anymore.
I love you, Corey. Thank you, boss.
Too,
those fighting words.
Thank you guys so much for joining us this week, and until next time, we love you.
Bye, everybody. Woo!
Rise above.